Namaskar. How are you? I hope everybody's doing fantastic. You know, the whole world is music. Yes, the whole world is music. It's vibration and sound. Now, when you think about music, what is it? Somebody plays a violin or somebody plays a guitar, somebody sings, somebody plays a tabla. They all strike, and then there's a vibration, there's a sound. And that sound, from whatever it is, comes and hits you inside you and creates a certain kind of emotion, good, bad, whatever it is. But between the source and to this body, what is there? That which creates that. Some will say, oh, that's a vibration going on. Some will say that's an energy goes on. Some will say something, but actually we don't see the vibrations. Yes, they put, the sound waves and all that, but there is emotions involved in it. There's other things which is involved in it. So do you see it? No, those emotions don't have you don't see it. You cannot actually visualize it. You cannot actually smell it. You cannot actually, it's there. It's nothing. It's just what it is. It's what it creates, and that is music. Music is a word. It's a word in English language which defines music. But music in India, it's called Sangeet, which references to three things. That's like vocal music, instrumental music, and dance and drama. So all that together is Sangeet. In the case, vocal music, there's a vibration. Playing, there is a vibration. But when you look at dance and everything, it's just sending an energy out, which also affects you, right? What is it? Look at this. This is a very interesting one. You sleep, you have a wonderful sleep. The alarm goes on in the morning. As soon as it goes on, there's an emotion. Whether that is a good or a bad, there's an emotion. And then what happens is everybody rushes for the phone just to see how many likes or what kind of message or what happened, something, news or something, and they open the phone. That's just click, click, click. How many likes did I get? Whatever it is, that in the phone affects you and sets the tone for the whole day. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. That's not the point. The point is that energy which from the phone, which came to you, the bridge. What is that? It is quite an interesting, and that bridge, that thing, I find with animals. If I talk to my beautiful, beautiful dog, Shundari Moi, nicely, and I say, Moi, how are you? And loving, she just wags her tail. But if you go, now she's looking at me from the other side. But if I am, don't do it. She feels, what's the word? Different kind of energy. Same thing with the cat. Same thing with any animals, whatever you find. They don't understand English. You can speak in any language you want. But the tone affects them. Similarly, you wake up in the morning, and now if you go outside and sit, and there's no other sound, and you hear the birds from the tree to you, that vibration, that energy, whatever, comes and hits you and gives you a sense of peace, joy, whatever. That's music. So music isn't just going and playing any instrument or singing. Music is everywhere, and it affects us no matter what. So it could be a car siren, it could be a river flowing, it could be an ocean. The sound of it just goes and hits you and creates an emotion. Sangeet. Go figure. So now this is where, yeah, I'm just coming to this observations. I'm just sitting and thinking about it. So that's what I'm thinking. Wow, what is it that affects you? What is it that affects me? What is it that really makes me affected by it, good or bad or whatever, and creates such emotion within the, and that vibration within which causes good health or rise in the blood pressure. Listen to the news. They guys, you just listen to the news. It's just to get carried away with what's going on, this, that, war, then, tariffs, this, that, name it, do blah, blah, blah. Everybody doing, everybody blaming this and blaming. But the fact of the matter, it is going on, but are you involved in it? As soon as you get involved with your own emotions, you feel something is happening inside you. And that has created something. Yeah. So the news, if you're involved in the drama yourself, it creates something. But what happens if you just don't get involved and you just watch it from outside? What is creating something for you? You'll see it dilutes the whole thing. Or, I've done this. This is an incredible one. So the news is going on, whatever, then everybody's blaming everybody, all this is happening, all of the stuff, and people dying and whatnot. That is not the point. The point is that chaos which is coming out of that screen. And then I decide to turn it off. As soon as I turned it off, there was peace. Now, is that good or bad? That's beside the point. The point, am I getting involved in it? No, that's a different subject matter. The point is that between the TV, to me, that thing which creates whatever inside, that's what I'm talking about, is a bad music. So music is not just also for musicians. So you cannot say that. I mean, I don't know, music. Now we are labeling and identifying everybody. Only I'm a musician. He's a musician. So that means he doesn't make a lot of money. Well, there were great musicians who made a lot of money. Were they happy? That's a different question. So that's a different subject matter. Music heals. Doctor heals. Music creates. Architect creates. So why are we labeling musicians and artists and all that? So that's another chapter. That's another chapter, another something else to talk about. Let's go back to the top. The vibration. The world is music. It is the sound of the world, which is just incredible if you really get into it. Now, they say, yes, silence your mind. Then you will if you silence everything you can actually feel. But do you really, I'm asking, do you really be silent at all? Complete silent? Silent itself is music. Because when you are silent, when you're like, say you're meditating and you're very silent and everything is silent, everything is gone, you'll hear one thing, that's your breath. You do hear something. Mind is made to work. Mind will be working all the time. That's the job of the mind. To understand that from outside that's where I think all of that knowledge begins to embark. And only way that can come is by, I think, they use the word meditation and all that. Again, it doesn't, those words do not define everything. Meditation, spirituality, all those doesn't. Sit down, just not think of anything and just understand who am I and what not, or anything, whatever you want to do. Breathe left, right, do pranayam, whatever you want to do, but sit down for 5 minutes. That 5 minute, not day one, but from day one, you will get some kind of knowledge. But that knowledge comes, you have to recognize it. It doesn't, the flood door is not going to open up. Little by little by little by little by little thing every day, it comes. And to recognize those little things every day is creating cause and action, cause and action, cause and action. That is the karma. And by doing so, you're getting a lot of knowledge. I say this to my students. This mind or this brain of yours, it's like this thing is like a hard drive. It needs to be cleaned, or some space needs to be made for new applications to come in, or new knowledge, beautiful knowledge. Yeah. So when you sit down and think about it, I think that through that observation, you begin to see a whole lot of things. Trust me, this is what's happening to me. I thought I was going to go crazy, but you know what? I keep saying this. Thanks to one person who had pushed me into this scenario to go into this solitude, and in this last 2 years, I have, by the grace of whatever it is, beginning to understand a whole lot of stuff. You could say, why? I'm beginning to ask question. Why didn't I do this when I was very young? Because I wasn't ready for it. It's all about your time, your journey. It's thing. You can't do anything. That is caused already by cause and action. You have created that to be in this scenario right now. You cannot do anything about that. But what you can do is from this moment for the next moment. On that note, there will be another chapter. That's it. I don't have the chai here. Usually I have a nice cup of tea in chai. You know that they call it chai tea, which is chai. Cha, baba, cha, so, but it's not here. Feel free to ask me questions. Feel free to help. Like I keep saying, feel free to help in whichever way you can. Helping what? Helping to serve the poor and to serve the animals. And that's what I would like to do, and that's what I'm beginning to do. And through the ensemble, if I can do it, fantastic. That would be a great thing to do. So on that note, namaskar. We'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.